and you're under 21, so you're going to pay more money. When you get over 21 or 24, you're going to pay less money because you've been driving 8 years, 10 years, 12 years. If you have a good driving record as a teen and in your early 20s, the insurance company is going to say, wow, you're a good driver. Due to your good driving record and no accidents, we're going to drop your rates by $50. You're like, woohoo, but it's still very expensive. Okay. So we're going to kind of go through this and kind of talk about it. What is the first thing I should do before buying a used car? Answer. You want to get a pre-purchase inspection from an independent mechanic. That's $50. That's $75. If you have a friend of the family, they may say, drive it over. We'll look at it. And then they'll give you, hey, this is a good car. One of you have questions about rust. Surface rust is okay, but rust that eats the frame of the car, that's bad. Rust that puts holes in fenders, that is bad. Rust spots on the corner of the driver's side door, maybe at the bottom of the fender, that could be okay. It depends on how bad the rust spot is. You could always scrape it off. You can get some rust-proof paint, and you could repaint it. We live in a region where they put salt on our roads, and that road salt eats at the finish of cars. In some locations, they put sand on the road. So if you live in a cold weather region like we do, they're going to put salt on the roads, and that eats at the roads. It eats at the cars. You've been in the car with your parents when they went over salt on the road, and it makes that sound, right? But you got to have a friend. You got to have someone who can help you know, hey, is this car good? Well, uncle, it's got 80,000 miles. Oh, that's good. I looked at the seals. The transmission is good. They really took care of this car. I would get it. Thank you, uncle. I love you. I got you, nephew. Or they may say, listen, this car has too many miles on it. They want too much for it. See if you can get the price low. So this is why you got to talk to someone. Okay. You have to. And as I go through each one, if you got a question on one, put Q1 so I know, because I want to go in order. This is buying a used car. Number 2, how do you check the history of a car? These companies called Carfax and AutoCheck, they're new. You could pay a fee. That's how they make money. And they'll run the VIN number. The VIN number is the vehicle identification number. That's on the dashboard. That is on the firewall. And when I say firewall, your car could catch on fire. You have a firewall. What up? How you doing, girl? A firewall is just that. If your car catches on fire, the firewall separates the engine from you, where your feet are, the dashboard area. So that's what's called a firewall. So I really want you to understand that. If you have a rusty car, the firewall could be rusted. It's not against the law, but you want to make sure that firewall is solid. Like if you tap the car, if rust is falling out, that's kind of okay. But if it's really rusty, you don't want to mess with that. But if you don't mind working on cars and your uncle's like, get this car over here, man. I saw the pictures, man. We can put a new frame in. I got some doors. We'll repaint it. We'll wrap it. You're like, uncle, I love you. And then you learn how to work on cars. You're like, man, I got a nice car for a good price. I rebuilt it and I'm good for 5 years or 10 years. That is the fun part of really having a car. But unfortunately, a lot of you don't want to get your hands dirty. You don't have time. You're lazy. You don't want to get rust on your fingernails. You don't want to get your fingers cut. You don't want to get dirty. You understand where I'm going? You're not built like that. I'm built like that. I got tools in the garage. I got my 68 Camaro in the garage. It's there. If I need to pull the motor out, I got my jack stand. If I need to pull the transmission out, I got to jack it up, drop the cross member, put a jack under the transmission. You understand what I'm saying? I know the procedures. I have the tools. If your parents don't have the room, you don't have the time, you take it to a shop. That's how it is. So the VIN, if the VIN looks, Can look for the red flags on the VIN. If your car's, a lot of cars down south have been in flood damage too. That's bad. They'll bring them up to the Midwest. You'll see a really nice car for a cheap price. You're like, what's wrong with this car? It's flood damage. It had a flood. Water got inside the car. And if you don't know that, you're going to get to, or the odometer, that's the number of miles that are on the car if their numbers don't line up. Okay? You guys put in a question for Q1 or Q2. Come on. I don't need people just sitting here like, give me a question for Q1 or Q2, all of you. I'm looking right at the chat. Let's go. Okay? Gabby, the question for a safe first car, Gabby, is any car. You can't wait for the perfect car. If you wait, you're going to be 18, 19, 20, 25. You got to get a car and drive. You got to be grateful. You're like, I love my rusty car. My fender's standing in, but I don't care. I'm driving, and she got me through 3 winters, right? What if I buy a car on Facebook Marketplace and it's stolen? Okay, Josh, you got a car that was stolen. There are people who changed the VIN tag, and the police will take the car. You lost your money. Unfortunately, there are some people like that who are really good at switching VIN tags. The tag is on the inside out. It's on the outside of the firewall, right behind the motor. There's a large number. The VIN could be on the frame of the car. There's certain places where the VIN tag is, and thieves know how to take that VIN tag off, switch it, and then some car dealerships have bought a car, paid a lot of money, and then it's the wrong car. You talk about acceptable rust. What is sulfur salt? I don't know. You might have to look that up, but salt is corrosive. Salt will eat through aluminum, will eat through steel. This is why in the wintertime, car wash sales go up, because we're trying to wash cars. You got to be careful when you look at cars too. So you might look up sulfur salt, okay? Are there any special classes outside of school? Yes, thank you. Unfortunately, your school districts have cut the prices because at your vocational centers, you learn automotive shop classes. All of you should be required to take automotive shop. How to change your flat tire, how to check your oil. Those OG shop teachers, they smell like an engine all the time. They got the blue or black lab coat on. Those are the smart guys. They fix all the teachers' cars. They fix the principal's car. They rotate tires. School districts are cutting these programs. So sad, right? So yes, also AAA and certain places do offer educational classes. All of you need to take that, but I'm too busy. Well, I guess your car's going to break down, or your car is going to break down, or your car is going to break down. You need to make time to love your car and to know your car. Real talk. Is a Volkswagen Beetle a good car? The answer is Nora. I'm too big for it. Nora, it's a safe car, but it's a small car. German engineering. But you can look up the crash ratings of the Volkswagen Beetle, but it's a German car. They're very safe and they will last a long time. I think a lot of you are looking at a car. Okay, look at a car, do your research. The Volkswagen Beetle is a safe car. It's going to last a long time. It's very doable, very reliable. You're going to get a good insurance rate. The Chrysler 300. Hey, Josh, I had one of those. Unfortunately, my door got bashed in, and it was a lease. And I drove it. Then my son drove it. And he was like, Dad, you need to get the door fixed. I'm like, leave me alone. I'll fix it when I'm ready. He wasn't paying no bills. Right? So the 300, if you take care of it, could be a long-lasting car. Most of these cars today, you're going to get 100,000 miles, 150, 180,000. Oil changes are the key. Keeping it clean, washing it, rotating tires. But if you don't love your car, you're not going to do that. So you have to love your car. Real talk. Mini Coopers, Anna, don't do it, girl. You tall. Anna is tall. Anna, you a tall girl. Don't get in no Mini Cooper. That's the little boy car. That's the little girl car. It's too little. Don't do it. They're cute. They're fast. Girl, you bump into a car, it's going to fold up on you. Anna, I'm like 6'4", 280. I can't even get in that boy. I could barely get in a Kia. Girl, don't do it. Don't. Now, Anna, you might be saying, that's my only car. Anna, Anna, you work. You can do better. Anna, if you got to roll in the Mini Cooper, be careful. But it's so little. Don't do it. Okay, you go fold up like a box, Anna.
Really cute.
What?
I just think Mini Coopers are really cute.
They are cute, Anna. But do you want to be folded up like a little Anna? If someone rear-ends you, crunch. Don't do it, Anna. Anna, if someone gave me a Mini Cooper, I can't do it. I could barely fit in most cars today. Don't do it, Anna. Don't do it, girl. Okay, let's keep the questions coming. So you got to look at the Carfax, but some Carfaxes aren't. Look, 5 years ago, 10 years ago, there wasn't Carfax. That's a company that was created. Okay, people lie about the condition of their car. You got to know it. The Jeep Grand Cherokee, I can't even talk. Jeep Grand Cherokee. Yes, I had one. Sometimes they have issues with transmissions, sometimes transfer cases. But if you don't do your research, you won't know. No, mama, don't get that Mini Cooper. Okay, let's keep going. And again, any car is a good car, but if you have a car that is prone to breaking down, expect car repairs. If you have a car that is prone to not surviving crash tests, you're probably going to die. I want to be in a big old car or truck that's going to protect me. More metal. Your insurance agent will say that. What paperwork is needed to get from the seller? The signed title, which they must sign over to you. So you're going to get a green piece of paper. That is the title. And if you don't get a title and you give them the money, you got taken. You got to have a title. That's the bill of sale. You need this. You need to register the title over to you or your mom or dad. So you got to remember the title. Yes, they're fake titles. Yes, you got to recognize this. It is a legal document. I used to have the title. I used to have a copy of my title to my SRTG, but I can't find it in my mess down here. Okay, so that legal piece of paper is important. Next, number 4, where and how do I get the transfer title? You have to take the signed title to the Secretary of State. You have to have no-fault insurance. You have to pay the taxes. So if you don't have money, then you really can't. So look, you may have enough money to get a car, but you can't transfer the title. You can't get the insurance. Why are you buying a car that's just going to sit in your driveway? So you're like, wow, that's a lot. Definitely. What's the most common starter car? Any car, Josh. I'm being real with you. You want me to give a car. It could be a 2015 truck. It could be a 2019 Volkswagen. It could be a 2021 Toyota Camry. It doesn't matter, Josh. You're getting caught up on what's the most common. Any car you can get, you roll in. It don't matter. As long as it starts and you good and it's headlights and taillights, you driving, baby. Come on. Let's eat. Let's keep going. Trucks are safer than smaller cars because they are bigger. I like what you're saying. Okay, you don't believe me? Do research. The bigger your vehicle, the more likely you are to survive a crash or someone hits you. Do your research. I'm not just saying this. I'm not talking out the side of my necklace. Do your research. Crash test. You'll survive a crash in a larger, bigger car than a smaller Mini Cooper. Don't do it. A Mini Cooper is smaller than a Volkswagen. Don't do it. You want to get a mid-sized vehicle. Should I want to get an expensive car? That's relative to, Elizabeth, I like what you're saying. That's relative to what you see as expensive. For some of you, $8,000. For some of you, $1,500. For some of you, $2,000. For some of you, $7,000. For some of you, $9,000. So expensive is a relative term. Most of you have zero money. Try to get that free car for someone in your family that needs a little bit of work. You're like, oh, you're right. Stop being so picky. Well, honey, we're going to give you your daughter's, we're going to give you your second sister's car. She is now in Texas. The car has 3 flat tires and a rust hole in the door. We're going to get the tires. You fix the rust. You need a battery. You're like, okay. Stop being so picky. Okay? Drive. Okay? Now, all of you have to pay taxes. The government is going to get their money. The state's going to get their money. New York is different than Michigan. Michigan is different than Texas. You're like, wow, that's a lot of money. You got to have money. You got to have a job, Tyler, if you want to be with me. So let's look at the taxes. What fees and taxes will I have to pay to the Secretary of State? You pay 6% sales tax on the purchase price, title, registration. I know you guys hate math. Don't care. Sales tax is a big one. If you have a $5,000 car, you're going to pay $300 in fees. Oh. You have to pay for the new license plate. Oh. We have to pay to get the title transferred over. That's how the Secretary of State gets money. The first time you're going to go Secretary of State is when you're done with me. You're like, I'm done. Go to Secretary of State. Pay your fees. Wait in line. Be behind old people. Be behind young people. Be behind the lady with the dog. Her dog is her comfort dog. Okay? So you will go. You will see. Real talk. Okay, let's keep going. You have to pay sales tax, but your mom and dad may have a car for you, and you don't have to go through all that. All they're going to say, honey, you need to keep gas in the car and take care of the car. We'll pay for everything else. Okay, bet. Okay. Q5 and Q6. Let's keep going. Now, should I get a loan from the credit union or bank? Many of you won't even mess with that because you're under 21. You don't even have a credit rating. You don't even have money saved up. Your mom and dad are like, honey, we got you. You're going to get the old beat up car in front of the house. You're like, mom and dad, you're going to put me in that? Yes. And then you're going to look at them like, what? And then they're going to say, you're very ungrateful. So if your parents are offering you an old beat up car, you better say, mom and dad, you better hug them. I love you. And then be thankful. You can get a wrap for it. Honey, why is the car matte black? Oh, mom, I got a wrap. How did you do that? My teacher at school, he helped me. We don't like that. You got to take that off. Mom, no, I don't like the color. Honey, take it off. It's true. So you're not going to be messing with banks or credit unions. Now, if you're 19 or 20 and you're trying to get a second car, your parents are like, honey, it's on you. We got you your first car. Do you have to drive foreign cars? Josh, you can drive anything you want. This is America. If you want to drive a Bentley, an Audi, okay, whatever. You can drive any car you want, but foreign cars are more expensive. Maintenance is more expensive. Look it up. I'm not making this up. Any car, look at the maintenance. Do your research. Tires, brakes, oil changes. Buicks are nice. Buicks have that appeal for like common sense. Whenever you don't look at commercials on TV, you don't even look at TV. You look at TikTok, you look at Instagram, you don't look at TV. But on television, you see car commercials. Cadillacs, that's like luxury. Buicks, that's like, 35 to 55. You got a Buick. Oh my God, they got a Buick. So big trucks, you see trucks carrying stuff, jumping over hills. You're like, yeah, Ram truck. The Ram trucks are flying in the air. So they'll fit your image. A minivan, you're not going to see a minivan carrying steel. You're not going to see a minivan carrying maybe a football team. You're going to see a minivan with kids inside, a mom inside. Follow me? Okay, what about trucks? What about Buicks are good? Okay, let's keep moving. What's a good budget car? Answer, don't spend all your savings on purchasing a car. Remember, you're on a budget. You got to pay for insurance, taxes, registration, and potential repairs. A reliable used car is anywhere from 5 to 10K. That's a good starting point. But if you have a job, don't spend all your money on a car. Someone could hit your car, then you're sad. Someone could steal your car, then you're mad. Someone could hit your car with no insurance. It happens. Your neighbor could hit your car and ignore you. John, you hit my car. No, I didn't. I have my camera. John, I'm taking you to court. Don't care. I'm not going to court. Oh my God. Your parents are going to park in the driveway. You're going to have to park on the street. Your car's going to get hit. They're going to break your mirror. Let's keep going. Put some questions in. I'm moving forward. What are some reliable used cars? You asked. Hondas, Toyotas, Fords. They're known for reliability and low repair costs, but they're smaller. Toyotas, the Toyota Corolla, nice. The Toyota Camry, they're nice. Ford Focus, it's a little bigger than the car Anna was looking at. So those are some reliable cars. You're not trying to buy a Ram 1500, big truck, big insurance, big tires, big brakes, big money. You're not built like that yet. Just being honest with you. Because bigger cars have bigger parts that cost more money. Okay, I do have some brake rotors. I have some brake pads upstairs. I should get them. I'm going to get them. Hold on, I have some brake parts upstairs. Put in your questions. I'll be right back. All right, here we go. I'm back. All right, you should be able to see me. Wrangler is a brand name. You want to go with brand name parts. If you buy off-brand, they might not last as long. Most of these brake pads offer a warranty, 10,000 miles, 5,000 miles. Here's my receipt because I was thinking of you. This was from my son's Charger GT, not the Hellcat. Not the wide body Scat Pack. He had a GT. He still got it. We paid $104. We paid $104 just for parts. But if you don't know how to put them on, this means nothing. This small box. Okay. Here's a brake pad. Hopefully you can see this. I don't know, maybe you can't. This brake pad is really worn out. These brake pads are worn out. You need to replace these parts. If you don't replace them, you're going to mess up your rotors. But unfortunately, cars today, you need to replace the pads and the rotors. This is $100 for for the front. $200 back and front. Okay, these parts. You can buy cheaper, you can buy better. It's expensive. And my son loves driving fast, so he goes through brake pads and rotors. And you better have a job if you want to be with me. I saved this for you guys even before I knew you. How about that? So if you don't like putting on parts and you don't know how, you're going to pay someone. It could be $50, it could be $20, it could be $250. I have brake dust on my hands. Some of you are like, ew. Yes. But for me, I don't mind. So, yes, I feel at home. So, Let's keep going. Put in the question. If you have insurance, what do you have to pay for if you get in an accident? Josh, it depends on, are you at fault? How old are you? Your driving record. I have the questions for you and the answers. Okay, so we talked about reliable brands, Hondas, Civics. Okay, if it's not your fault, you still have to call the insurance company. You're going to have to get an estimation of the damages. Your rates will go up. If you're at fault, your rates are going to go up even more, and you still have to have the car fixed. So the idea is, Josh, and all of you, you don't want to get into an accident. You want to try to avoid it because your car is going to be at a repair shop 30 days, 45 days, 60 days. And because of the tariff issue, they were out of these brake pads. They're out of these brake pads. I don't know if you can see it now because of the camera. This could be 30 days, 40 days, 50 days. So you don't want to have an accident. You got to drive safe. Okay? You're like, oh, okay, I get a car and I don't have an accident. Yes, right? Dodge Charger Scat Pack. Okay, my son has the GT. That's the base model. It's got the Pentastar, 400 horsepower, all-wheel drive. That car is a beast. Next model up is the Scat Pack, 60,000, 65. Insurance goes up, 550, 600 horsepower, beautiful car. Now, if you want to be crazy, you're going to pay 75 to 85,000 for the Hellcat wide body. Your insurance rates will be 650 to 750 a month. He doesn't have that. Mom and dad are not paying that. He's going to be racing people, burning tires out. He's got 707 horsepower. You know you're going to be destroying everyone on the street. Come on, man. We got him the GT, and he's still dangerous. And these brake pads. This is $100 on a wide body or Hellcat. You guys look it up. The Scat Pack, the Charger Hellcat. Type in brake pads, front and back, and rotors. Put the price in if you don't believe me. That's your assignment right now, Sophia. Type in brake pads and rotors for a Hellcat, a 2020, a 2025. You put in the prices, you get ready to cry. Okay? Those cars are expensive. People who buy those cars do it for one thing, to go fast and look good, and then they get their car stolen because they steal those just like that. You're at home, you hear a noise, car gone. You're crying. Put in how much they are, guys. Put it in the chat. Okay? So you're going to be with that little man car, little girl car. You're not going to have an expensive car. You can't afford it. $360. Keep going. The prices vary. $700. Thank you, Sophia. Come on, put in the prices. Okay, $646. I found one costing, don't mess with that. We're talking about the brakes, the rotors, the brakes and rotors. Okay, you can get some for almost $300. $586. Yes, Stella, that's more. $230. That's a lot. Okay, but Anna works. Anna's like, if I want a wide body Hellcat, then that's what I'm going to do. If I want to put premium gas in, that's what I'm going to do. Anna works. She's like, I don't care. I work. I'm going to get it in a hot pink wrap and have my picture on the hood. You go ahead, Anna. Anna can afford that because she's working. Ooh, get a job. Okay, let's keep going. I'm messing with you. But cars are expensive. What should I do during the drive test? Test the brakes, steering, acceleration, listen for strange noises, test the heat, the AC, the radio, the locks and doors. So when you go on a test drive, that's what you're like, oh, I just thought I was supposed to drive it. Does it stop? Does it start? Is there a grinding sound? Okay. The Hondas and Toyota Camrys, they're cheaper. Okay. You can't afford a Mustang GT. You can't afford a Cobra. You don't have the money like that. Insurance is going to kill you. Is it best to buy from a dealer or private seller? Let's look at this. Answer, private sellers are often cheaper. but you have fewer legal protections. Let's pretend Tyler bought a Ram 1500, a 2021. The owner said it's got 100,000. It really has 200,000. You go home. The owner lied. There's nothing you can do, Tyler. You bought it. She's like, okay, I'll just find a motor. So if you go to a dealership, they can at least give you a partial limited warranty for 10,000 miles or 5,000 miles for an extra $500. That's how dealerships make their money. What up, Grace? We talking about cars and real stuff. Your pocketbook is going to hurt. I'm being silly tonight. You know this. Hopefully I'll make you laugh. I love you guys. So if you're trying to buy a car, you got to have money. Put in questions on what I just went over. Okay, you still going to do your work. Okay, private sellers are better. Grandma might lie. Well, I didn't smoke in the car. Well, Grandma, it smells like smoke. Well, my uncle smoked in the car. You asked me if I smoked in the car. What the dealerships are going to do, they're going to clean it up, detail it, buff it, shampoo it, get the dog poop stains out, get the cigar smells out, get the dirty smells out, clean it up. You're like, wow, this looks really clean. It should look clean. They're going to make 1,000 off of you, 800 off of you, 900 off of you. Do you understand? A dealership is where you go in and lose money. Okay? I really bought a car from a best friend, 2007 Nissan. Okay? So, like if you buy a car from your older sister, uncle, or auntie, you're like, my uncle took care of his car. Nephew, you want to buy my car? It's $3,000. You know I take care of it. Come over and drive it right now. Okay, I'm coming over. Right? Buy a car from someone you know. My son's Charger, it's got 180,000 miles on it. He put every single mile on that car. It's well maintained. It's super clean. He is meticulous. It's orange. Because he's loud like that. It's a mango orange, tinted windows, clean, interior clean. A dealer will get that car, flip it, clean it, sell it for 10K. And you'll see it, you're like, man, that car is so clean. But it's starting to have problems with the suspension, the fuel pump, okay? Because as you get up in mileage, those parts are it's out of warranty. When buying a car at private seller, what is the best way to go before buying it? I just told you. Take it to a mechanic. Go for a test drive. If you don't have friends in your family, because a lot of you don't go out anymore, you're kind of stuck. If you go to look at a car, you know nothing about cars, you're about to get taken. They're going to take all your money. Oh, the rims. Rims on the car make it look nice. They increase the value, but also if you have potholes, you're going to meet the person at least. Yes. You want to go to a private seller, maybe your mom or your dad or your friends. Maybe go live and say, Uncle, look at this car. Yeah, it looks okay. Look, lay on the ground. Look underneath. Look at the motor. Start it up. Does black smoke come out the tailpipe? Right? So you got to bring someone with you, Gabby. Bring someone with you who knows about cars. Right? Don't go in there like, you about to get taken. You're about to give them $3,000 and then you bought it at night. Don't do that. Okay, car insurance, how it works. In certain places, car insurance is more expensive. You can run the VIN number. You can check it. There's a couple of car dealers on social media. They have a camera. They have a special app on their phone. They take a picture of the VIN and it automatically tells them if the car's been in an accident. Let's pretend you found a car of your dreams. You found a 2020 Ram 1500. Perfect color, looks nice, but it was in one accident. You can negotiate that with the owner. Okay? That's why a Carfax will protect you. But you can't be scared to negotiate. If you're scared to say, no, I can't pay that, you're going to pay full price. A lot of you are scared to negotiate a car price. You don't have to go there and say, what's the price of the car? It's $10,900. I have 9,200. If they want to sell that car, they're going to go down. But do you want a warranty? No. Do you want special rust inhibitors? Maybe. It's 700. Do you want flat tire repair? No. Maybe. It's 200. So if you don't know how to negotiate, a $10,000 car is going to cost you $12,000, $14,000. Okay, why is car insurance so expensive? The primary cause is unlimited personal injury liability. You're like, what? Let's pretend Tyler gets into an accident. Let's pretend, Nora, you hit Tyler. He's paralyzed. You rear-ended him. I know, Nora, you didn't mean to do it. You were looking at your guinea pig in the car. I won't say. Inside joke. Okay. Nora went to the pet store. She got a couple guinea pigs. My wife and I used to have guinea pigs too. They lived to 9 years. Abigail and Gabrielle. You got your guinea pigs. You were looking at them in the car. You rear-ended Tyler. He's paralyzed. Okay, your insurance is going to pay for his medical expenses, his therapy. Insurance in our location is very expensive. Now, some of you are saying, well, can we just drop that? Voters in our state decided to have personal injury unlimited coverage. Let's pretend Chase ran into you, Nora. You broke your leg. No, you broke your pelvis. You had to have surgery. You need therapy. You didn't walk for 6 months. His insurance company is going to pay for that. So our insurance rates are higher. I'm helping you understand. Okay, what is no-fault insurance? It means that if you're injured in a car accident, your own insurance will pay for your medical expenses. You're like, that's good. Regardless of who's at fault. Let's pretend Mr. Walker got hit and he broke his elbow. He broke his forearm. He's going to need therapy. He's going to have a plate put in his forearm. Your insurance company will pay for that. Okay? You generally can't sue the other driver for pain and suffering. So if you have the minimal insurance, and that's what a lot of people have, you can't get any more money from them. Okay, come on, put questions in. Let's keep going. What is the minimal legal requirement for insurance in our location? Personal injury protection, up to $1 million. Liability insurance, it covers bodily property insurance. You're probably saying, I just want insurance. Surprise. This is what you have to have in our state. Oh, wow. Mom and Dad, can I be on your insurance? Your mom and dad will put you on their insurance till you're about 21 or 24. If you keep getting tickets, they're going to drop you because you cost too much money. Please put questions in on that. I'm going to keep moving ahead. What is personal injury protection? PIP. Answer, it covers your medical bills. Let's pretend, Nora, you work at the pet store. You broke your hip. You needed surgery. You can't work at the pet store. You're in the hospital for 2 weeks. It's really $1,000 a day, guys. I'll say it again. Hospitals, $1,000 a day. Whoa, that's a lot of money. So 7 days, 7,000. Wow. 2 weeks, 14,000. Are you guys understanding me? Oh yeah, I don't ever want to get sick. You're young, you won't get sick. But if you're clowning around, killing yourself and having an injury, your parents' insurance will go up. Now you're starting to understand. Wow, Mom and Dad, I love you. I will never get into an accident. Nora, it's real. You're like, wow. Nora, I did not do this for your sister. You're more educated. Yeah. Put a question in. What are the insurance rates in Tennessee? I don't know. We don't live in Tennessee. Look it up. But that's a vague question. Are you talking about homeowners insurance, car insurance, property insurance? Type in Tennessee car insurance. Put in your age. What's going to happen? One of the AI searches are going to grab your request and you're going to pop up on State Farm Insurance or Mutual Omaha. There are people like you across the world looking up car insurance. Trust me, look it up. I had surgery today and then thank God it let me come home. Yes. So yes, look it up. I only know about where we live, so look it up. What are the PIP options under the law? You can choose the level. You want to have more coverage. Okay, I see someone putting some stuff in. I looked it up. It said $54 for minimal, 157. So Gemini. So other states are different. Look up New York. Look up California. Look up Florida. Every state is different. You guys type it in, but you got to type in the same thing. I want you to type in, I'm going to give you some things. I want you to type this in. You are 19. You want a Ram 1500. Let's put Ram 15. You're 19 years old, Ram 1500. You drive, I'm going to put 10,000 miles a year. You live in the city. Okay? That's what I want you to put. All of you have to put the same thing. You're 19 years old. You want to Ram 1500, and let's put a 2020. Whoa. Let's put a 2020. You drive 10,000 miles a year. You live in the city. Put that in. You pick the state. You have to use the same thing. You're 19 years old. You want to Ram 1500, a 2020. You drive 10,000 miles a year, and you live in the city. You pick any city in the country. You're going to get different prices. Do it right now. Again, you're 19 years old. A Ram 1500. It's a 2020 model, not the Laramie. It's like the top of the line, Ram 1500. Ram 1500 Sport. I'm going to put Sport. That's going to make a difference. The Sport model has cloth seats, smaller navigation, base rims. You can't get the Laramie. That's got the 22-inch chrome package, the leather interior, the big touchscreen. You can't afford that. You get the base model. Your insurance is going to be less. That's how they get you. Sir, would you like to look at the Laramie? We got the closed year model. Well, my car payment's going to jump from $200 to $450. They want you to buy the higher price vehicle. They make more money. All of you put in your answers. Pick a different city in the United States. Let's stay with that. No cap on around the world. Okay, I want to keep going. So in our state, you can choose your coverage, unlimited. That's the highest. So if you get hurt, Tyler, you want to have unlimited coverage. I have unlimited coverage. If I get rear-ended and my spine breaks, I will have medical care forever. To $500,000, that's $500,000. That's not really that much. You get a therapist, you're in the hospital for 3 months, $500,000 is gone. It's $1,000 a day. $250,000? No. $50,000 only available if you're on Medicaid and you have qualified health insurance. No cap. There are a lot of poor people, I'm just being real, or people with fixed incomes. That's politically correct. If you're on fixed income, you can get $50,000. So a lot of people in our state are very upset because the cost of insurance is so high. I only see 4 people responding. I asked all of you to put this in. Okay? Everyone needs to put this in. If you want to learn about insurance and car stuff, put it in. We're keeping the variables the same. You're 19. You're buying a Ram 1500 Sport. It's a 2020. You drive 10,000 miles a year, and you live in the city. I appreciate you. Rest. Appreciate you so much. All of you need to go through this exercise so you know. If you're not going to go through it, then why are you even here in this driver's ed class? Real talk. You're going to have a better idea like, wow, I really learned. Mom, what type of car do we have? Who's the insurance? Honey, why are you asking these questions? You need to, well, we talked about it in class. Now you can control. Okay? Again, you're 19 years old, a Ram 1500 Sport model, 2020, you drive 10,000 miles a year, and you live in the city. How much is your insurance coverage going to be? Okay. Insurance coverage. Some of you giving me these crazy prices. How much is your insurance coverage per month? How much do you have to put down? Some of you giving me random numbers. Again, you are 19 years old. You have a Ram 1500 Sport, Dodge Ram. Type it in. You got to go to actually an insurance generator. State Farm, Mutual Omaha. I'm not going to waste time to go there. I want you to do it. This way you will learn. Okay, you can also opt out of this. You can opt out entirely only if you have Medicaid or Medicare or other qualifying health insurance. So right now you're on your parents' insurance. Right now you're on your parents' insurance until you're 25 or 26. Real talk. What is personal property protection? Let's pretend Chase is going through Burger King. His foot misses the brake. He hits the gas. He hits Burger King. Your insurance will pay up to $1 million in coverage. Like if you go through a fence. Okay. What is liability insurance? It covers if you are sued because you caused an accident. Let's pretend Mason, he slid into someone going to school, smashed a car pretty bad. They're going to sue your insurance company. You hurt the woman's back. Insurance. Your parents' insurance will go up. Now you're starting to understand, wow, that's really expensive. What is liability insurance? It covers you if you're sued by someone in a serious accident or you kill someone. Heaven forbid, Elizabeth, we're joking, heaven forbid, Elizabeth, I don't know, you hit an old man, his heart stopped. He died. The family's going to sue your insurance company. Emily, Elizabeth, I'm not manifesting negativity on you. We just use you as an example, girl. You know you're going to drive good. But someone has a heart condition. You hit them. They die. Okay? Liability insurance will cover that. It says it covers you if you are sued because you caused an accident or serious injury or killed somebody or damaged your vehicle. In some cases, it has two parts. Bodily insurance per person per accident. It's a lot. Let's see what you got now. Now the prices are right. $445 to $500. Caden, what city? Put it, Caden, what city? Miami. You up in Miami, Florida. Woo! Your car won't rust there. Okay? That's what I want to look for. Okay? Elizabeth, what city? You can tell us. $348 a month. I like them prices. What city, Elizabeth?
Low key, I don't know. It didn't.
Girl, you better do your research. Look, all of you don't.
How much is a 19-year-old person?
You got to put the city you want to live in, okay? But you're learning. Mason, $22 a month. What city?
I don't know. Just set on the home.
Bruh. You got to put in accurate information. The more accurate information you put in, the better rate you're going to get.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
So let's keep going. It is very overwhelming. So insurance is really important. I want to keep going. What is full coverage? Answer. There isn't a legal term. It usually means you have more than the minimum, typically adding comprehensive and collision. Your parents probably have full coverage. As the car gets older, they're not going to need full coverage. If your parents have a new lease vehicle, which most Americans do, the bank and the leasing company require full coverage because the automotive manufacturers, if someone rear ends your parents and your mom and dad have an $80,000 car and it's totaled, the insurance company will pay for most of it. So if your parents have a new lease vehicle, they have to carry full coverage. If you got the 2020 Cracker Box, you have basic coverage. Are you guys understanding this now? Okay. 264. New York, Tyler, $264 a month. I like that. I like that. 264. Yeah. Okay. So comprehensive covers damages to your own car. fire, theft, hail damage, vandalism. You take your car to school, someone keys your car. Mom, someone kicked in my fender and put mean words on my door. It's okay, baby. We have insurance. Take it in. You can drive my car. Thanks, Mom. I love you. Well, I guess you got some enemies at school, right? That's what people do. They keyed my daughter's car. You're like, what? I told you a guy ran into her car. One of her friends, my daughter, was at a party. The back, I'm going to take a picture of it. She's not here right now. She's doing her real estate stuff. It's a little small dent in the back door. You can barely tell. Okay? Hitting a deer. That will total your car. $300. Oklahoma. Hey, I like that price. So now you're starting to learn. But if you don't go through your maturation process, you're like, Mom, Dad, I don't know anything about insurance. Oh my God, didn't your teacher teach you? Do you even teach these kids? No, they don't. Schools don't have to teach this. Now you're taking responsibility. You're like, wow, thank you. What is collision coverage? It covers the damages to your own car. When you collide with another vehicle or object, you hit a tree, you sideswipe a sign, you sideswipe a mailbox. No cap, my daughter did that. In my wife's car. Oh boy. But you're an instructor. How does she do that? Can't back in. It happens. Answer, collision coverage covers damage to your own vehicle, regardless of who is at fault. Example, you slide into the ice and hit a guardrail. Collision will pay for your car minus the deductible. What is the deductible? The amount you agree to pay out of pocket. Let's pretend Elizabeth, she's got that 2022 Ram truck. It's her uncle's. It's only got 10,000 miles. You're the favorite niece. Your uncle's got you. You get this car. The deductible is $500. You got to pay $500 before they even repair the car. You're like, whoa. The amount you agree to pay out of pocket. Remember, the insurance company's goal is to make money. You have a $500 deductible to get a fender bender caused a $1,500 in damage. You pay $500. Totals $1,500. What is an uninsured, underinsured motorist coverage? This protects you if you're hit by a driver who has no insurance to cover your bills. Put in questions. Hold on. My voice is going away. I have sparkling water that is colored black raspberry. You know I'm eating good and drinking good. Hold on. Oh, yeah. I'm ready for another 2 hours now, baby. Got that black raspberry. What up, Elle? Okay, here we go. Look. Why is my insurance quote so high as a teen? Statistically, younger drivers are involved in more accidents, so insurance companies charge more to cover the risk. Oh, that sucks, bro. So yes, guys, how can I lower my insurance costs? Good student discount. Be average or higher. Driver trainer's discount. Complete an approved driver's education course. Distant student driver discount if you are away to college without a car. Choose a safer car. Avoid sports cars, high theft vehicles like my son's Charger, GT, Mango Orange. You can see it 2 miles away with tinted windows. He likes to be seen. Well, it's your son, dude. I wouldn't get an orange car. He got a Mango Orange Charger. Bruh. Choose a safer car. Avoid sports cars, high theft vehicles. Raise your deductible. He doesn't pay anything. We pay it. Fortunately, he's never had an accident. Thank God. Choose a lower PIP if your health insurance allows it. Should I stay on my parents' insurance policy or get my own? That's a good question. Answer is almost always cheaper to be added to your parents. So I'll say it again. Stella, love your mom. Mom, are you on my insurance? Of course, baby, you're on my insurance. I love you. Thank you, Mom. Real. You better be loving your parents. Mom, Dad, I love you again. But you won't do that. Like, Mom and Dad, I hate you. I'm not going to come home. I'm going to get bad grades. You're making your mom and dad mad. You're stressing them out. It's true. You're awful quiet. You're not putting questions anymore because you see real life hitting you in the face. Okay, so you want to stay on your parents' insurance as long as possible, right? You have to. You have to. Stay on your parents' insurance as long as possible. Your parents will keep you on their insurance as long as you don't have accidents. You start having accidents, you are the problem. They're going to say, honey, we love you, but you're costing us too much money. Okay. What happens to my insurance if I go to college? Tell your insurance agent, if you don't take your car to campus, lie, you will qualify for a distant student discount. Say that real fast. Distant student discount. Distant students discount, which can significantly lower your premium. What type of car I buy affects my insurance? Absolutely. A small SUV or sedan is cheaper than a sports car, but you guys don't want to hear that. A smaller SUV or sedan is cheaper than a sports car or luxury vehicle. You don't have money like that. What do you mean it's going to cost more? What is an assigned risk pool? That's you. If you have very bad driving record, that's you. And no company will insure you, that's you. The state will assign you to a company, that's you. This is a very expensive and a last resort. So if you have a bad driving record, that's you. You don't want to do that. I'm almost done. Type in what you're learning. Type in what you're learning. All of you type in. Put an L and type in what you are learning. Nora, it depends on your age. It's around 16 and a half, but you can't drive to North Carolina. They don't allow level 1 drivers from our state to go there. Okay, it's a lot of good learning tonight. Insurance. You're learning a lot about insurance. You're like, man, this gives me a headache. But you need to go talk to your insurance agent. You just need to say, okay, I'm this age. This is the car I drive. How much is it? It's going to be $475 a month. Oh, my God. Or if I have this car, I already have your parents' insurance. They'll tell you. Their insurance agent will tell you. Oh, I don't like talking to agents. Well, you better call them on the phone. Honey, why are you calling the insurance agent? I'm not trying to be responsible. Anna would do that on her own because she's proactive. Mr. Myles, why do you keep saying Anna? Because Anna works. She's responsible. Oh, you right. Drive good so you don't pay more. Love that, Elizabeth. Real talk. That's why you got to, and don't appreciate you, man. Anna, you are one in like 100 that pay for it and understand the responsibility. A lot of you are like, well, my mom and dad pay for the class. No cap, no hate, but you don't really appreciate mom and dad. Mom and dad, I love you. I don't do that. I'm too big for that. You better go tackle and arm hug your mom and dad. My mom doesn't like physical contact. My dad, no. Why don't you appreciate your mom and dad? Give them a hug. I learned a lot about insurance. Okay, I'm going to go through this. This is important. I'm going to have some more of my black raspberry sparkling water. Yeah. Woo! You know, I'm feeling good. Voice is going away, but that's okay. And this is good education for you. So look, should I stay on my parents' insurance? Yes. You don't want to get tickets. You don't want to be put into a assigned pool if you have a bad driving record. It's going to be terrible. You might as well walk. Paying for car and ongoing costs. This is the decision you're going to have to make. What costs should I budget for besides my car payments? Insurance, gas, maintenance, tires, annual registration and renewal, and potential repairs. My SRT Jeep, it was like $300 once a year on my birthday because it's a high performance vehicle. If you have a high performance vehicle, you're going to pay more money. If you have a cheap mom and dad pop car, you're going to pay less money. Oh, you're right. You're right. Let's keep eating. What is the difference between leasing and financing? Answer: financing a loan means you own the car after your last payment. Leasing means it's like a long-term rental. Most of your parents do leasing. It's a long-term rental. If the car breaks down within 3 years, you give it back to the dealership. Oh, your transmission blew up. I want a new one. Here you go. Oh, the motor blew up. I want a new one. Okay? So a lot of people lease. As soon as you buy a car off the lot, it depreciates. Thank your economic teacher. Oh, I'm sorry, they don't teach that at school anymore. Oh, yes, they do. Leasing is like a long-term rental. You rent the car at the end of the lease. My wife does that. She gets a new car every 3 years. I'm jealous. What is gap insurance? If your car is totaled or stolen, your regular insurance will only pay for the car's current value. Like Wham Bam Tesla, we love you. You buy a Tesla, it's worth $45,000, but after 2 years, it's worth $30,000. Gap insurance: if you owe $15,000 on your loan, but your car's only worth $12,000, there's a $3,000 gap. I don't want to be an adult. I want to stay a kid. Sorry, you're in the class. How often should I get my car inspected? Our state does not have an annual inspection, but some states do. Remember, we looked on Facebook Marketplace. In Pennsylvania, I think they have car inspections. Accidents: what do I do? What is the first thing you should do after a crash? Check for injuries. Call 911. Immediately, if anyone is hurt. Then move the vehicle to a safe location. You might want to take a picture, take a video. Do I need to call the police if for a minor fender bender? You should. You need to. You must report an accident to the police if there's injury or death or property damage over $1,000. Well, how do I know it's over $1,000? You don't. Call the police. It's always a good idea to call an officer and get a report. Your insurance company will not process your claim unless you have a police report. Oh, I don't have a police report. I guess your car's not going to get fixed. You're going to have a bashed fender your senior and junior year. Your friends are going to be laughing at you. What information should I exchange to the other driver? Your name, your address, your phone number, driver's license number, insurance number, and insurance information. Should I take pictures at the scene? Yes. Take pictures of all vehicles involved, their position, license plates damage, and surrounding areas, street lights, skid marks. Should I not stay at the scene? Never admit fault. Just stick to the facts when talking to the other driver or the police. Let the insurance companies determine fault. Whoever said fault will get the ticket. How do I file a claim with my insurance company? Call your insurance company. Call the agent or the company's claim number. You're going to get a number, 12345. You had an accident. You'll call the insurance company. You give them the claim number. They'll connect you to another department. They'll say, it's a car drivable. Yes. Bring it over. They'll expect it. Okay, you need 3 estimates. They'll pick the middle one. You pay your deductible, you get your car fixed. What is mini tort? Answer: it's a unique rule. If you are less than 50% at fault, here's that math question. If you're less than 50% at fault, you can sue the at-fault driver for over $3,000 to get your deductible reimbursed. Oh, I don't want to go through that. I just want my car fixed. Or better yet, Stella, don't have an accident, Nora. Right? You don't want to go through all this. You're crying. You're upset. You got to go to the insurance company. You got to go talk to someone. You miss school. You miss work. Don't have an accident. Who pays to fix my car if the accident was my fault? You, your own collision insurance, if you have it, will pay minus your deductible. There's that deductible again. If you don't have a collision coverage, you will have to pay for it and repairs yourself. That sucks. Who pays to fix my car if the accident is the other driver's fault? You have 2 options. Your own insurance, your own collision coverage pays the deductible, and your company will try to get back. The other drivers, no. Next, file a claim. You see where I'm going with this? It's going to take a long time. Do you understand what I'm saying? Don't have an accident. What happens if I'm hit by a driver who has no insurance? You're mad. Your own policy's coverage will apply. Your PIP coverage for the injuries. If you're an uninsured motorist, do you understand what I'm saying? Don't have an accident. It's going to be 30 days, 45 days. What is a total loss? This is when your car is completely smashed up. When the cost of your repairs costs more than your car. Your 2020 Ram truck is looking really good right now. Your truck is worth $3,000. You paid $3,000 for it. You're like, I don't care. I'm gonna get a new car. I've been saving my money. The answer is when your repairs is more than the percentage of the car, 75 to 80% of its actual cash value, actual ACV, the insurance company will total it. They will pay you the actual cash value. Maybe you paid your truck off. They're going to pay you $3,000. You're like, I'm going to get money back because you paid your truck off. And now you have a down payment on a new Ram 2028. Yeah. We're going to finish up in a moment. Tell me what you're learning now. Type it in. Put an L and tell me what you're learning. Please don't say I'm learning about insurance. You got to go deeper. Tell me what you're learning. This is education. Please put in what you're learning. We're almost done. Then you'll be free. While you're thinking, I'm going to drink on my sparkling water, black raspberry. Yum. Woo! This is good. Tap in what you're learning, guys. This is real. I'm going deeper, and you're going to have a better appreciation for your mom, for your dad. Mom, what year is car? Honey, it's a 2019, but it's 2025. It's almost 2026. Honey, it's an old car. Mom, what car or truck does dad? He's got the 2024. Oh. Mom, what car does my brother? He's got a 2017. Oh. So now you understand your parents have a multiple discount. The more cars you have, they can bundle. You can save money, but it costs money. Now you're learning. Don't have an accident. Okay? You had an accident. It might even be worth getting your car fixed, but that's all that I have. You got hit. Your axle's bent. Your frame is bent. You're crying. You're a senior. I guess your best friend's going to take you to the prom. Guys, I want to say thank you. I hope you enjoyed the live. It was really fun. Subscribe.